Save big with Kroger's 12 Merry Days of Deals. From December 4th through the 15th, you can clip a hot new deal each day on our app or website. And if you're a Boost member, you can save even more. So don't miss out and be sure to check our app or website every day from December 4th through the 15th to clip each day's hot new deal. It's 12 Merry Days of Deals, a holly jolly way to save for the holidays at Kroger.
By the time you're finished listening to this Pepsi Zero Sugar, you'll be 15 seconds closer to kickoff. Stock up now. Bengals game day is so close, you can almost taste it. Bengals watching. Better with Pepsi.
Botox Cosmetic, out of botulinum toxin A, FDA approved for over 20 years. So, talk to your specialist to see if Botox Cosmetic is right for you.
For full prescribing information, including boxed warning, visit BotoxCosmetic.com or call 877-351-0300.
Remember to ask for Botox Cosmetic by name. To see for yourself and learn more, visit BotoxCosmetic.com. That's BotoxCosmetic.com.
Thanks for choosing this free Anfield Index podcast. If you'd prefer to listen to this or any of our other shows without adverts, then now's the time to check out Anfield Index Pro. With AI Pro, you can supercharge your entire listening experience. You'll not only get all of our podcasts without the ads, but you'll have them far faster with our Quick Publish feature available exclusively for subscribers. AI Pro also puts you in the heart of our sound studio, with an option to listen to many of our shows live and interact with the podcasters in real time as the shows are recording. Upgrading couldn't be easier. AI Pro is available on all popular podcast platforms. Just head on over to AnfieldIndexPro.com and get started today.
Hello and welcome to another podcast. Today is Saturday, the 7th of December, and Liverpool were meant to play Everton today in a derby. But unfortunately, Storm Dara came along and ruined everybody's fun. But as I said on the Daily Red that came out earlier today, I do think ultimately, from our point of view, it is for the best that that game was postponed. Now, even with us not playing, we have gained an advantage over one of our rivals for the Premier League title. So during the week, obviously, we drew and Manchester City won. They beat Nottingham Forest and they were able to close the gap from 11 points to 9 points. Today, they've drawn away to Crystal Palace. Now, it does mean the gap goes to 8, but it does mean that if we win our game in hand, that's 11 all over again. Hopefully, Fulham and Spurs will do us a favour tomorrow. But ultimately, we're still in pretty good shape. Now, what I thought I'd do today, dusting off the Another Podcast brand once again. The last one was quite well received, so thank you all for feedback. And I got a couple of ideas sent to me for what else I could do with this through the season, when there's gaps in games, and obviously there's a gap in games today. So what I thought I'd do is I'd take one of those ideas. Now, the two I was playing with, one was to go season by season and look at how much we spent and then find alternative signings for that money. So I'm going to do that one, just not today. I'm going to do alternative transfer windows for each year of sort of peak Twitter. So starting, I think, summer 2009, and we'll run it up to summer 2015. So the last summer of Rafa and the last summer of Rodgers. That's what we'll cover on a future episode. But today, this is the other idea, and you'll have to forgive me. I can't remember who sent this to me. So apologies. You'll know who you are, and you can tell people it was you, and I'm not going to disagree, because I can't remember. The idea here, and I'm going to elaborate on it a little bit. We wake up one morning, let's say tomorrow morning, and it turns out that Storm Dara has actually been an alien invasion. And what they've done is they've come down to study humans in their finest form. And they've decided to take back some subjects with them to study. And they've had a look around and they've seen athletes as the finest form of the human being. And because they've landed in England, they want the best athletes there. So they've pulled up the Premier League table and they've seen Liverpool top. And then to double check, they've had a look at the Champions League table and they've seen Liverpool top, and they've decided that Liverpool are the best gang of lads that there is. So they've taken all our players, right? And they've just fucked off with them. They've just brought them up in a spaceship and they've gone. They haven't taken Arne Slot because they didn't come down to kidnap one of their own. It may well be that Arne has been working in connection with these aliens for months to let them know how great the Reds were. But they've left Arne behind. They've left Michael Edwards behind. They didn't want any nerds or anything like that. So they've left all the nerds. They've just taken the players. So now Liverpool are in panic mode. And we've lined the Premier League and we've said, look, what are we going to do here? We're on course to win the league. So what do you propose to do about this? How do you propose to fix this? We demand that something be done here. So what the Premier League have said is that we can rebuild our squad. We now have one week window between now and Fulham to rebuild our squad. And to do it in a fair way, we can take our last title-winning squad and we can rebuild it using the same methods we did to build that team, but we can only buy players from the clubs that we bought from the first time around. So, for example, the 4 goalkeepers that were in our squad at that point, Alisson, Adrian, Andy Lonergan, and Caoimhín Kelleher. We can buy a player from Roma, a player from West Ham, a player from Middlesbrough, and an academy player. They don't have to be goalkeepers, but so on and so forth. We can only buy from the clubs that we got players from the first time. So, let's go step by step through that squad and see where we'll be buying players from. And we'll just go back to front and figure that out. So, we will have Roma, West Ham, Middlesbrough, Academy. That is Alisson, Adrian, Lonergan, Kelleher. Then we will have Southampton, Nathaniel Klein. We will have Southampton, Virgil van Dijk. Southampton, Dejan the Pebble Lovren. Charlton Athletic. Hull City. Schalke. Nat Phillips from the Academy. Ajax for Kian Heurer. Trent from the Academy. PEC Zwolle, Sepp Vandenberg. Nico Williams, that's another academy. So then we have Monaco for Fabinho. We have Newcastle for Gini Wijnaldum. Manchester City for James Milner. Even though we got him on a free, he came from City, so we're counting it. Naby Keita, that's Leipzig. Jordan Henderson is Sunderland. the Ox, Arsenal. Another Southampton for Adam Lallana. Stoke City for Shaqiri. Curtis Jones from the Academy. Harvey Elliott, that's Fulham. Hoffenheim for Bobby. Another from Southampton for Sadio. Another from Roma for Mo. Red Bull Salzburg for Taki Minamino. Liam Brewster, another one from the Academy. And Divock Origi from Lille. Now, we've also argued, and successfully so, that season we also owned Loris Karius and Marko Grujic, who were senior players that we had bought and loaned out. They were not academy graduates, and not players we signed to the academy. They were more senior players, so we'd like to have them as well. So they've allowed us that, and we'll be getting one from Mainz and one from Red Star Belgrade. So we will have 2 from Roma, 1 from Sunderland, 6 academy players, 5 Southampton players. We'll have 1 from Monaco, 1 from Charlton, 1 from Hull, 1 from Schalke, 1 from Newcastle, 1 from City, 1 from Leipzig, 1 from Hoffenheim, 1 from Lille, 1 from Mainz, 1 from Red Star, 1 from West Ham, 1 from Middlesbrough, 1 from PEC Zwolle, 1 from Fulham, 1 from Salzburg, 1 from Ajax, and 1 from Stoke. And that will make up our new squad. That is what we're going to try and do today. So I think the best way to do this is to, first things first, come up with our academy players. Now, they've taken Bradley and they've taken Kwanzaa. They've just taken. So we can't even use them. So if we want 6 academy players, Rio is 1. Trainiani is another. Alvin Ayman is another. They missed Ben Doak because he was out on loan. So that's 4. Monsieur the goalkeeper is 5. And then Morrison will be our 6th. Okay, so they'll be our 6 academy players. Rio, Frey, Eamon, Doak, Monsieur, and Morrison. We might as well go next then to Southampton, considering that's where so many of the previous squad came from. And we might as well see if we can try and make sense of this. The obvious one that we will be taking, whether they like it or not, is Tyler Dibbling. We will take Kyle Walker-Peters. A good, versatile squad player, can play multiple positions, obviously very comfortable at both fullback spots. So we're going to take him. In the spirit of being Irish, we're going to take Gavin Basunu. He is currently out injured. Fear not, we're taking him anyway. Next, we will take, as a depth centre-back, we'll take Armel Bella-Kotchap.
I don't need a VPN. I've got nothing to hide. Ha. This is what I used to tell myself before I hooked up with LibertyShield.com. Not only is my home internet now fully encrypted, but I can now access all the websites I want, whenever I want, and do so from absolutely anywhere. As a Liverpool fan, I love to know I can now watch every match, regardless of whether it's on UK TV or not. My Liberty Shield VPN makes sure nothing is blocked and guarantees me super fast streaming speed throughout that match. You can get connected right now with their software package, which includes a 48-hour no-obligation free trial and instant access to their apps for Apple, Android, Fire TV, PC, Mac and Android TV. Or go a step further like I have and get one of their pre-configured VPN routers. These small but powerful devices allow you to easily connect every device in your home to VPN, making it the perfect solution for smart TVs, Mac boxes and games consoles. Visit libertyshield.com today and use coupon code AIVPN25 to get 25% off at checkout.
This episode is brought to you by Disney Plus. Game on, because ESPN Plus content is available on Disney Plus. You can watch your favorites from Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus together like never before. With ESPN Plus, unwrap a full day of NBA action on Christmas Day. Tip off the festivities with the Spurs and Knicks, followed by the Mavs and Timberwolves. Then a clash between the Lakers and Warriors, followed by the 76ers and Celtics. And finally, the Nuggets face off against the Suns, all streaming December 25th. Then with Hulu, watch the terrifying sci-fi thriller Alien Romulus, where a group of young space colonizers come face to face with the ultimate horror. And on Disney Plus, follow the adventures of 4 kids across the galaxy as they meet unlikely allies and enemies in Star Wars Skeleton Crew, starring Jude Law. All of these and more now streaming and available with a bundle subscription. Visit disneyplus.com for details. Terms apply.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. You might say all kinds of stuff when things go wrong, but these are the words you really need to remember. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. They've got options to fit your unique insurance needs, meaning you can talk to your agent to choose the coverage you need, have coverage options to protect the things you value most, file a claim right on the State Farm mobile app, and even reach a real person when you need to talk to someone. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, it's Austin James. If you're like me, trying to live your best life while living with diabetes, you can relate to worrying if you're doing a good job managing your diabetes. I use the Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor to get real-time glucose readings and see the impact of every meal and activity to make better decisions. The Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor can help me live life with diabetes on my own terms, and it gives me more time for the things I love, like being a dad and a musician. Now this is progress. Learn more at freestylelibre.us.
For prescription only. Safety info found at freestylelibre.us.
Looking for a pickup truck to get just about anything done? Look no further. The Chevy Silverado EV isn't just the most powerful Silverado ever, with next-level towing capability and technology. It also offers game-changing versatility with the available multi-flex midgate and tailgate, which means Silverado EV helps you carry large, bulky, and oddly shaped items up to nearly 11 feet in length. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. Visit Chevrolet.com to learn more.
And then finally, for our 5th Southampton player, bit grim after this, not going to lie. Would we take Matthias Fernandes as a midfield option? Can play 10, can play in the double pivot. We'll take him. It won't be a perfect science, but look, we'll do what we can. We'll take Matthias Fernandes. Dribbling. So, AWP. I'm attempting to make 2 lists of these as I go, so that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's all of them done. Right, that's that. So next up, let's hit the smaller clubs because they're going to be harder to do. So we'll start with Charlton Athletic, where obviously we signed Joe Gomez from. And There's only like a handful of players I can even think of that are there. Do you know what? We'll take Thierry Small. Thierry Small, former Everton academy player who was at Southampton, didn't work out for a couple of reasons, and he left and went to Charlton. And by all accounts, it's been quite good there. He's still only 20, only turned 20 in August. So I'm going to go with him. As a backup or third choice left back. I think that's fine. Next, then, we'll go to Hull. Hull City. There's definitely one there that I'd like as a depth centre-back, someone that you could maybe develop and see how he goes. And that is former Liverpool academy player, Charlie Hughes, who left Liverpool. We nicked him from City. Then he left to go to Wigan, was brought through there. Really good passing ability. Now at Hull, we'll go with him. We'll go Charlie Hughes. Schalke. This one could be a bit grim. Let's see. What have you got for us? Schalke 04. Emil Heusner. That's the fella. Yeah, that's Rasmus's younger brother. He's meant to be promising. It's a big lump of a fella, but he's quick. He's got good technique, so he's an option. Even Karaman is probably the best player there, but he's 30, so we're not going to sign him. Thomas Callas, formerly of Chelsea, famously played in that game in 2014. Oh, Max Kruger. Yeah, we'll go with Max Kruger. Young defensive midfielder, very promising. We'll go with Max Kruger. Next, then, I suppose we might as well go to Mainz and see what they have on offer for us. Going to try and obviously look more for younger players, because we're looking to rebuild this thing here. Mainz have one name that really jumps out. Nelson Wieper. 6'3" striker. German under-21 international. A lot of people say they expect him to become the next great German 9. Whether that ever happens, who knows. But he looks really promising. So we'll go with him. If you win the Fritz Walter medal, it's generally a good sign. We're going to go with him. He won it for the under-17 group. The year Florian Wirtz won it for the under-19s. So we'll go with him. Right. So that will give us, a young number 9. Red Star Belgrade. Red Star Belgrade, where we signed Marko Grujic from. Nazir Giga's there. Nazir Giga's good. He is good. He was at Basel. He was really good on loan at Nimes. He's been capped by Burkina Faso. He's big, he's powerful, he's strong. We'll go with Nazir Giga. So that gives us another depth centre-back. So now we've got Belikocha, Giga, and Hughes as our kind of depth centre-back. So that's quite good. We'll be happy with that. Middlesbrough. Now, we have recalled Ben Doak, so we might just count that one. Though I do love a bit of Hayden Hackney, I have to say. There's also Rav Vandenberg that we could bring in. I think we go Hayden Hackney. Do very much like him. Right. Next on the list is PEC Swola. God. Did see one of their players linked somewhere recently to a Premier League club. With life me, I can't think who it was, though. See if I can look at their names and it'll jog a memory. Right, current squad. There is the brilliantly named Anselmo Garcia McNulty, which is enticing. There's a Davy Vandenberg. Is he related to Seth? No, it does not appear that he is. What are the chances, though? Let's see. Where's Seth actually from? Oh, no. They're not related. They're actually from different places. That's fine. Maybe they're cousins or something. Who else do we have here as an object? No. There isn't really anybody. I mean, the most highly regarded players are both in on loan, so we can't really just take them. I suppose you could, but wouldn't be in good spirit. Might we punt on Swola and just go with a man less? I think we might. I don't think there's anybody there that's really worth bringing in. They just get lost in a shuffle. So we'll just pass on PEC Swola. We'll have a player less. Let's go next to Red Bull Salzburg, and we will take Lucas Gornadode without even looking, and try and rescue him before Pep and Linders ruins him. So we have him now in.
So, you want to be a marketer. It's easy. You just have to score a ton of leads and figure out a way to turn them all into customers. Plus, manage a dozen channels, write a million blogs, and launch 100 campaigns all at once. When that's done, simply make your socials go viral and bring in record profits. No sweat. Okay, fine. It's a lot of sweat. But with HubSpot's AI-powered marketing tools, launching benchmark-breaking campaigns is easier than ever. Get started at HubSpot.com/marketers.
This year, Santa's bringing the power of Energizer into his workshop.
Whoa, the Energizer Bunny's got so much power.
Wait, he's powered up all the toys. I think that means we're done for the year.
I love this bunny.
He's the hardest working helper the North Pole has ever seen. And he wants all your gifts to have the power of the #1 longest lasting AA battery. So this holiday season, stock up on Santa's and the elves' favorite battery, Energizer Ultimate Lithium.
At Sierra, discover top workout gear at incredible prices, which might lead to another discovery. Your headphones haven't been connected this whole time. Awkward. Discover top brands at unexpectedly low prices. Sierra, let's get moving.
Add excitement to your holidays with Ohio Lottery Holiday Scratch-Offs, including $1 holiday cash and $5 holiday lucky times 10, or holiday bonus millions with a 200 times multiplier and a $2 million top prize. Plus, enjoy second chance drawings where you can win 10 times, 100 times, or 1,000 times the price of your ticket. Scratch-Offs make the perfect gift, and best of all, there's no wrapping required. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Ajax of Amsterdam. It feels like Hato's the obvious one to go with here. Gerald Hato, and use him as a left back. So we'll do that. Stoke City. I do apologize once again for the noises behind me, but it is incredibly windy out in this storm. And if there's any kind of sad noises that you hear behind me, Molly is in the room because she doesn't like being alone in the wind. So she is in her bed over in the corner of the room. Right, Stoke City. They don't own a number of these. They obviously have Jason Kumas. No, Lewis Kumas. Jason would be his father, who played for Tranmere. Don't own Tom Cannon. He's on loan. They don't own Andrew Moran. They don't own Ashley Phillips. Futterberger, no, you're all right. Hanks. Beijing Ho is interesting. Might be tempted to go for some Beijing Ho. Not a great goal scorer, but I do like him. So I think we'll go with him from Stoke. And he'll be a depth attacker, so there's no mad panic. We can hold him as a backup, as a depth left winger. Right. And that leaves us needing 2 from Roma, 1 from Sunderland, 1 from Monaco, 1 from the Toon, 1 from City, 1 from Leipzig, 1 from Arsenal, 1 from Hoffenheim, 1 from Lille, 1 from West Ham, and 1 from Fulham. And of course, the magic of this is it's my podcast and they can't say no. We're going to start with Fulham. And let's see. Who do you have that's worth stealing from you? I do really like Emile Smith-Rowe. I'm very tempted by Emile Smith-Rowe. So I might just steal Emile Smith-Rowe. Play multiple positions. I think that works. So that is Fulham taken care of. Without even needing to look, I know that from Monaco, we're taking Lamine Camara. So that's fine. So Lamine Camara is in. From Lille, Ayub Buadi, he is special. That's a special talent. So we're going to go with him. 17-year-old midfielder, established himself in the first team squad last season. Pretty much a nailed-on starter this season. Massive talent. Only just turned 17 as well. So he's definitely in. And from Sunderland, we're definitely taking Chris Rigg, who's just a lovely player. 17-year-old left-footed midfield player. A 10 with good passing, good playmaking, good vision. But he's a tough little so-and-so as well. More than happy to fling himself into a tackle. So we'll take him. He'll be one of our attacking midfielders. Okay. So what we need there is 2 from Roma. 1 from the Toon. 1 from City. 1 from Leipzig. 1 from Arsenal. 1 from West Ham. Is that it? I think that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Yeah. So we need 7 more players. We'll start with West Ham. The obvious one is Kudus. I kind of feel like Paqueta could make a lot of sense as well, assuming he doesn't get banned for betting. He is 27, though. He is 27. We're not going to go to Debo. I want to see him settle into the Premier League before we commit to that. We'll go with Mohamed Kudus. And we can start to make sense of how this works as a team afterwards. So we'll go with Kudus. That's West Ham taken care of. We'll go to Leipzig next. Now, Lukeba obviously stands out, as does Openda, and as does Sesko. So I feel like it should be one of them. Given we've already taken Jarl Hato, Lukeba makes less sense because he's not big enough to be a Liverpool centre-back. He's only 6 foot flat. So one of the strikers then. Openda or Sesko? Openda's 24. Sesko's 21. I feel like Openda's the better goal scorer. Neither of them are having great seasons, it should be pointed out. But obviously Sesko does have that youth on his side. But when I look at Openda, he starts off with Club Brugge. He moves to Vitesse Arnhem. He gets better. Then he gets better the second year. Then he steps up a level, moving to Lens in France, and gets better. And then he steps up another level, going to Leipzig, and he got better again. So I do feel like Openda is the one that's more ready for a move like this. So we're going to go with Openda. Right. Next of all, we will go to AS Roma because we need 2 from them. And there's only one name that really stands out to me, which is Matthias Sula. Not interested in the likes of Dybala. He's too old for our purposes. He's too injury prone as well.
Hey guys, it's Eddie Gibbs from Anfield Index here. I hope you're enjoying this podcast, and I'm sorry to call time on the show before it ends. In the current climate, it's tougher than ever before to offer podcasts for free. At Anfield Index, we produce over 75 free shows every month, which I'm confident is unparalleled in the LFC sphere. Whilst we'd love to offer everything for free, the production costs now make this impossible. That said, we don't want to follow the model of other channels and lock all of our content behind a paywall. So what we've decided to do is to continue offering every show for free, but cut that offering to 30 minutes on our longer shows. So to get all of our shows in full and enjoy the best of everything we have to offer, we really hope you'll consider supporting the channel and signing up at AnfieldIndexPro.com. For about the price of 1 cup of coffee, you'll get every podcast in full with 0 ads. You'll also get access to our LFC VIP community, where you can enjoy live podcasts, engage with our podcasters, and chat with other Reds in real time. So that website again, AnfieldIndexPro.com. Join today.
This podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.
Hey, it's Ryan Seacrest. Life comes at you fast, which is why it's important to find some time to relax. A little you time. Enter Chumba Casino. With no download required, you can jump on anytime, anywhere for the chance to redeem some serious prizes. So treat yourself with Chumba Casino and play over 100 online casino-style games, all for free. Go to ChumbaCasino.com to collect your free welcome bonus. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply.